Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Bonafide Business Talks. My name is Vic Elsey Jr. I'm the Director of Operations at Bonafide Measurements. Really excited to be starting something that I think can be very valuable in today's world where it's very entrepreneur-centered. Everyone thinks it's cool to be a businessman, be a salesman, be in business. But there's not a lot of avenues out there for people to get access to free information. There are a few people out there on the web doing blogs, doing video logs, whatever you want to call them, offering guidance and what it is that they're doing, but nothing is really directly correlated to the exact world that you're living in. And that's kind of what I want to do with this. Being in the position every single day, I find myself asking questions, searching information using Google, watching YouTube videos, seeing if any of these answers are out there. And one of the major things that I run into is I know I've got something valuable I'd love to share, and I just don't know how to get in touch with who it is that I'm trying to share it with. And I'm not sure how to open those doors, what the steps or the procedures are in order to do that. And I think it'd be really awesome if we created a platform or an avenue where people can get these answers. So what we're going to do with Bonafide Business Talks is dive into that world, address those problems that I have each and every day and other business professionals have each and every day. We're going to do that by interviewing some of the industry leaders in different industries across the board, ask those hard questions, get those answers that everyone's looking for, as well as potentially help facilitate a meeting. You know, if there's somebody important in the industry, whether it's insurance, whether it's real estate, whatever it may be, retail, there's always that point of contact you're trying to get a hold of. At least I know that I am. And it's just like, I know what I have is valuable, but how do I get to the person and share it with them? How do I find these people? How would I go about getting a meeting? I mean, I know successful people are busy, but they're in the business to do business. So therefore, if what you have is relevant, there's no reason that they shouldn't want to get with you. So my goal is to start opening those doors, meet with those people, interview those people, and ask them, what does somebody have to do in order to get a meeting with you, to share something that's valuable to you as a business person. And along the way, we're going to do some tips and some advice. And basically, the really awesome part about this is it's 100% free for you, the viewer, and it's completely driven by you. We're going to put our email down at the bottom of the screen right here. You can email us with anything that you'd like to know, questions that you want answered, people that you would love to find a way to get in contact with. I like being in the trenches. I like trying to figure out those problems. And, a lot of times you want to remain anonymous. People don't necessarily want to know that you're vulnerable and you don't know what you're doing. So leaving a comment on the video might be uncomfortable. For those of you who are comfortable with it, please leave your comments, ask your questions, tell me what you'd like to know next. I'm happy to dive down that road. We're building our itinerary now. I've got a few interviews set up with some pretty awesome people down here in Southwest Florida. But again, email at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you'd like, you can call our office and speak to our office manager. She can take your information that you'd like to know and get it into our pipeline of things that we're going to address. Today, I just kind of wanted to open the door and get something started. I've sat on it forever, and I sat around going, I don't know how to start it, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say. This is my first time doing a video, so it is a little uncomfortable talking to a camera versus talking to a person. However, I figured, based on the advice of someone that I love to follow, the very dynamic entrepreneur Gary Vee, just create it and let it take its own shape, let it take its own form. So that's what I'm going to do. Today I just wanted to touch on one little quick tip as a business person that I think is very important, and that is thanking your clients. I sit from a position, guilty myself, that I've never sent out thank you cards. I personally show gratitude, but I don't send them. However, there's people out there sending them, and let me tell you what it does. Those things are like little trophies. I received some a couple weeks ago from some of my clients that I do work for, and all it does is put a smile on your customer's face. I actually have mine pinned up in my office. I see them every single day, and it just reminds me that I accomplished what I'm truly out to do, which is to help people and make their businesses run smoother. So I personally, as of this week, have went out and purchased them. I will be handwriting thank you cards going forward. I think it's a very important aspect of business for your clients to know that you appreciate the fact that they work with you. Let's face it, there's a lot of options out there. People can decide to do business wherever they want, and they chose to do it with you. So it's important for you to show your gratitude. So with that being said, today's tip is make sure you thank your customers. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and it can go a long way. Like I said, mine are pinned up in my office. I see them every day. So I think about those clients every single day. It reminds me to reach out to them. It reminds me to touch base. And it reminds me to stay focused on how I execute and how I deliver. Because now my goal is hopefully to receive more. I want to deliver such a good product and such a good service that a person like myself feels that I need to go out and purchase thank you cards to send them to them because they deserve a thank you that much. Like I said, short and sweet today, guys. We got a great lineup going. I'm going to be posting these videos once a week, so keep your eyes out. Please like, comment, and share. Find us on YouTube. Subscribe. Give us your suggestions. Tell us what it is you want to know. I'm extremely grateful that you're even watching this video. I know you've got so much better things you could do with your day probably other than watch me. I hope I can bring some value to you. Until next time, this is Bonafide Business Talks. See you next week.